Cortez.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna talk about the Canelo versus Crawford, and we're gonna talk about it from a betting standpoint. All right. We're gonna talk about it from the betting standpoint. We're gonna talk about some of the odds, and then we're gonna break down what we feel like may or may not be good bets to make. All of that. We're just gonna have a little bit of fun. So it's classic with Classic Code Sports. Let's get active.
DJ, talk to him. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Yeah, man. So here we got tomorrow, man. By this time tomorrow, we will have either a new undisputed champion at 168 pounds in boxing, which would be Bud Crawford, or we will have a reigning undisputed champion at 168 pounds in Canelo Crawford, man. While I pull up the betting odds before we get into that conversation, who you picking, bro? We less than 24 hours out. Who you picking?
Man, I'm gonna go with my heart on this one, not my head. I'm gonna go with Crawford.
Why is Crawford your heart and not your head?
Cause man, I don't like. You watch boxing. I watch boxing.
Yeah.
Like, we talking about like two guys right now that love boxing, right?
Yeah.
Like me, probably talk for 4 hours about nothing but boxing.
Fact.
You know, despite the fact that we like other sports, like, you know what I mean, we can still talk about boxing for like 4 hours and be right on. You know, boxing judges.
Yeah.
Boxing judges.
Soft Rain, what up?
I see she changed her profile picture too. Okay.
She's got suitors in the chat.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
Go ahead though. You saying about the judges?
Boxing's judges are whack, bro. Boxing's judges are whack, and I hate to say it, but like okay, you remember watching the Cotto fight?
Which one? Cotto versus
it was I think it was Cotto versus Canelo.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, like they tried to act like Canelo just walked him down the entire fight.
I mean, Canelo clearly won that fight. That wasn't one of his debatable. That wasn't one of his debatable fights.
He clearly won the fight. But there was a couple things that I saw. I think a better version of this is the Pacquiao versus that Australian dude fight. I forgot the Australian dude's name.
Jeff Horn.
Yeah. That fight, dude. Horn did not win that fight. I'm not saying that Pacquiao beat him up. I'm saying Horn didn't win the fight. Technically, he didn't win the fight. Like, we're talking about, okay, so what are the 5 things you're looking for in a boxing match if you're judging it? You're looking for punches thrown, punches landed, who's driving the fight, you know, the aggressor, who you're looking for the most sound defender, and you're looking for the guy that's like the guy that was able to basically control the fight from his area. Pacquiao did that the entire fight. I think Horn might have had him in 2 rounds, but Pacquiao outpunched him by like 65 punches, bro. I'm talking about punches landed. We're not talking about just jabs either. We're talking about, moonshots.
Yeah, but there's nuance to that, Cortez, because boxing is scored round by round. You can outpunch me by 36 punches in 1 round, and you only get credit for that 1 round. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hell of a round, but you don't get extra for it. It's just 1 round in the bank. You feel me? Yeah. Especially if you don't drop me. Like, if you don't knock me down, if you don't draw blood, there's no clear evident reason to give you a 10-8 round. That's what I'm saying, though. But like, Horn stood his ground a lot in that fight, bro. He was hitting Pacquiao with some. The fight was competitive.
He stood his ground, and then and I'll tell you why he won the fight. And I think we will both agree with this. Pacquiao ran out of gas in the last 3 rounds, and Horn stood him up for 3 rounds straight and was punching on him. It wasn't until the last couple of minutes of the last round that Pacquiao was throwing flurries, because he looked like he was out of gas for a couple of rounds before the end.
So he might have been hurt.
He probably was hurt.
Horn,
he's much smaller than him.
Yeah,
he's much smaller than him.
Might have been hurt. Yeah,
but I think.
So you saying that to say what in regards to tomorrow? You think?
I'm saying it this way. Crawford cannot have a bunch of 10-9 rounds. He cannot.
You think he need to drop Canelo?
He needs to drop him at least once.
At least once.
I think he needs to, at the very least, make him back up and stagger him. Either you don't drop him, you got to make him look hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Like visibly wobbled.
Yeah, like you remember when Canelo moved up and lost when he moved up a weight class and lost.
Yeah, Beevil. Yeah.
And so in that fight, he clearly got hurt in that fight.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Crawford
he got hit with some shit that made him reluctant to just walk in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got hit with some shit that he had to respect.
Like, okay, you used to watching these fights too. Canelo always come orthodox, and then he come in like this. He one of those. He come in like this, shoulders moving, and then he start punching. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Crawford got to stop that. He got to make sure he don't do all of that. If Crawford can hit him to make him back up and guard instead of just coming in ready to throw punches,
I think people aren't bringing up how slow Canelo is going to be to Terrence Crawford. Not Canelo is slow in general. I'm saying how slow he's going to be to Terrence Crawford. The thing about coming from lower weight classes is you're used to high activity and you're used to a much faster speed. Yeah. Crawford finna see all this wide ass opening up that Canelo be doing. He finna see all that shit coming from
you talking about the setup?
All them hooks, all of them though. Yeah, but all of them though. He the shit be wide. Like all
he throws Crawford a lot of hooks.
Crawford keep him at the right range and just step out. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be straight, and then when he want to step in. You know what I'm saying? I think Bud actually might fight. I think Bud actually might fight Canelo close.
I mean, I feel like okay, if mind you, I'm not at Canelo's level of boxing expertise, but I will say this: if I'm training, if I'm coaching, if I think it's a way to beat him, if I'm playing a video game, I play UFC 5 and all the other games that come out, but I'm waiting for him to throw one of those. So I'm gonna hit him with a cross.
Mm.
I mean, you probably do the same thing if he was throwing that wide hook shot at you, whether it was a body blow. You know, I would probably feint a little bit, wait for him to throw that wild left that he loves to throw. I'm gonna hit him with a right cross, and if you hit him at the right time, you might drop him. Any sound boxer that could land it at the right time, that's gonna be the question. If he can land that right cross when Canelo, because that's his favorite punch. You know what I'm saying? If he can land that right cross when Canelo throws that hook, catch him off guard like that. He's got no defense for that. I don't think anybody.
Let's talk about it. So, in regards to betting odds, let's talk about it in regards to betting odds. So you saying you feel like you just spoke on a boxing reason why Crawford could drop Canelo, right? So let's look at the odds on knockdowns for that fight. They got the boxing book looks so crazy right now. Hold on.
They got Canelo on the A side, right?
Yeah, he's favored, but not by much. And that's why if you ever gonna try to win some money betting on Terrence Crawford before he retires, now's the time to do it, because there's not too many fights in the world against anybody where he not gonna be the favorite. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for some good betting odds on Terrence Crawford, you know, now is the time, regardless of how you feel. You know what I mean? If you're just trying to win some money off of his career.
What we got on here. See.
All right, so the odds cleaning away. I'm on D. I'm not gonna say that. You know, there's no paid sponsorship here, but on the Green Kings app, Canelo Alvarez is favored at a -175 betting, meaning if you bet, you got to bet $175 to win 100 on Canelo, just to bet on him to win, not betting on specifically how he's gonna win. For Terrence Crawford is +140. So you bet 100 to win $140. The round betting over on 10.5 rounds. So meaning that you think the fight gonna go 11 rounds or longer is -475, meaning you'd have to bet 475 to win 100. And then the under 11 rounds, right? If you believe the fight will end 10 rounds or less, that's +300. So Vegas thinks that the fight is going into the deep waters.
I think it's going the distance.
Yeah, I know it's going the distance. I already did my breakdown. I'm gonna edit it and put it out tonight.
You know, we talked about that the other day.
Yeah, I know it's going 12. Just because of how much time you can already take off the clock. How much time they're gonna spend filling each other out before they really start thumping. When they really start thumping, and Canelo realized Bud's power is respectable, and he also realized that Bud could take his punch. Now, from that point forward, we have a rumble. and it's gonna go 12. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't no way that he don't know that. I think they both know what's going on, but
yeah,
you gotta feel it. You still gotta feel it.
Yeah. Canelo for Canelo to win by knockout is plus 380. So that means you bet $100 to win 380. Canelo Alvarez to win by decision is plus 125. So that shows you Vegas believes Canelo will win on the cards, right? For the draw, to bet on the draw is plus 1,200. So you bet $100 to win $1,200 if the fight ends in a draw. Terrence Crawford to win by knockout is plus 850. So you bet $100 to win $850, right? If Bud should win by any form of knockout, TKO or KO or DQ, disqualification. Terrence Crawford to win by decision or technical decision, plus 210. So again, Vegas is indicating to us that they believe that this fight will go 12 rounds. Now let's look at the knockdown odds. Canelo Alvarez to win over one knockdown in the fight, right? So 2 or more knockdowns in the fight, no matter who gets knocked down, just in the fight. For Canelo to win and the fight to produce over one knockdown is a plus 450, right? So you bet $100 to win 450. Canelo to win with under 1.5 knockdowns, right, is a plus 100. So again, just bet 100 to win 100. So that's Vegas letting you know they believe that there won't be any knockdowns.
They think it's going to be no knockdowns.
And it's going to go.
On my app, it's a 0.5.
That's what I'm saying. So it's going.
The over and the under is a 0.5. That's
exactly
that. When it's a 0.5, that means that unless it's a freebie, it's not a freebie.
Yeah,
it means that they don't think it's going to happen.
Right. Terrence Crawford to win with over 1.5 knockdowns in the fight. Not him, just anybody, right? So if Bud get knocked down once, Canelo get knocked down once, you still will win your bet if Terrence is the winner, right? Just explaining because everybody don't understand bet, right? So I'm overspelling it out. But that's plus 750, meaning you bet $100, you'll win 750 if the fight should go that way. Now for Terrence to win and the fight produce less than 2 knockdowns, right? 1.5 or less. That's plus 200, meaning you bet $100 to win $200. So again, Vegas showing you whichever one of them wins, they think it's going to be on the scorecards. You feel me? So those are some of the basic betting odds. I'm not going to get off into the special props, like if Bud got to retie his shoe during the fight, plus 3,000. Yeah, we're not finna
anybody
do all
who
that.
Slips.
We're not finna. If anybody gets knocked out in the first 12 seconds of the fight, plus 1 million, like we're not doing all
freak
that.
Accidents.
But, so ultimately Vegas
the throwaway
is
money.
Some goofies like, I might as well put 50 cents on it, and then they get
the drunk Vegas money. Yeah, the drunk Vegas money.
Yeah, I'm putting 50 cents on this, bro. First 12 seconds. Here we go.
I get it. Like, I get it because people do hit some outrageous ones, but like, let's face the facts here. The majority of the time when you bet the outrageous thing, you will lose 100 times, not $100. You'll lose 100 times before you ever hit the outrageous bet.
Facts.
I don't think either one of these guys is getting dropped early. I don't think so. Unless somebody is secretly hurt or they get hurt or they just make it'll be an outrageous mistake. It won't be because they lack the skill.
Yeah, I would bet on if I had to bet, this is my betting suggestion. If I had to bet, I would bet on the draw, or I would bet on Bud to win by decision with under 2 knockdowns. That would be my bet. One of those two.
I could see a split decision happening in this fight.
I told you my pick was Bud by split decision. I think it's Mexican Independence Day weekend. I think Canelo walk into the ring with a scorecard in his pocket. Yeah. So
I've never seen, and now mind you, I have probably watched every Canelo fight in the last 8 years, working in some of the places that I've worked at. I don't think I've missed any. And let me tell you, there were some fights where he didn't look so good. And I'm telling you, if Bevel wouldn't have beat him up like that, he was walking away with that too. It took the beat down for him not to walk away with that fight. Because if you watch the fight, or even go back and look at like the pre-fight coverage, even during the fight, they kept talking up Canelo during the fight, and I'm like, why are y'all talking up this man right now? He getting whooped on. And then at the end, I'm like, I know they ain't gonna think that they about to call this fight for anybody but Bevel.
Yeah, nah. And I think it was that a split decision, Bivol? I don't think so.
Yes.
It was split.
Somebody. There was still judges who gave Canelo extra points.
Yeah.
A judge. Yeah, a judge and an unofficial judge scored it for Canelo, and I'm like, how?
Oh, the unofficials. I mean, that's me and you. Shit, the unofficial.
I never.
Yeah,
I think the only person was Mauro Ranello, or was it what's his name? The one that got fired from ESPN.
Here we go, chat. You know, leave it up to Officer Tez to name drop.
Hey, I like Mauro. Okay,
here come the names,
I'm
chat.
only gonna do this once.
Homie Mauro Ranello.
If Officer Tez don't do nothing, he gonna start saying names on the stream, chat.
Yeah, I'm only
get him on do this once.
Come on, man. But yeah, that's it on the betting odds for the Canelo Crawford fight. If I had to bet, my final suggestion again, I would bet the draw, or I would bet on Crawford to win by decision with under 2 knockdowns. If you could bet that, then I mean, I think you put yourself in a good position. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it on the Classic Code Sports. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and that heart in the flow.